Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to, I guess, kind of like an announcement, just kind of showing you guys that this mod is currently in development for Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord, and this is Echoes of an Empire, a brand new Elder Scrolls mod that I think has only just really started in 2024, but they're already making great progress and I'm really excited to see what they can do in the future. I will, of course, leave a link to their Discord down below in the description. That'll be the best way to keep up to date with the mod itself, but also if you haven't already, do drop a like on the channel and obviously subscribe if you haven't already, because I'll be, of course, keeping you updated whenever they drop new armor assets. If they post anything to Nexus Mods or the Steam Workshop, I'll be one of the first people to let you know. So yeah, an Elder Scrolls mod. This is something that people have been asking for since Bannerlord came out of early access, since Bannerlord went into early access, and we haven't really seen anybody take up the challenge, take up the mantle to attempt something like this, but the developers over on the Echoes of an Empire have gone ahead and done that, and they've already made, as I mentioned earlier, really good progress. So this mod is going to be set roughly around about 15 years from the events of Oblivion. So that does mean that, you know, not everything is going to be... I know some people necessarily would have wanted maybe a different era, like the Second Age. I know has a lot of conflict, lots of people fighting. I know a lot of people really like that. And then I think also the events in the Fourth Age. I don't know. My Elder Scrolls lore is pretty awful. But again, they have mentioned that they are planning on adding submods later on for different start dates. But of course, the initial goal is just to simply get this, you know, this 15 years after Oblivion start date done, have all the assets in, have all the custom factions, and of course the custom map. As you guys will notice, as it's been obviously, I'm sure, being posted on your screen, we have a ton of assets actually already done, and some really beautiful ones. I definitely notice a lot of Skyrim kind of factions being completed right now, and that's, I guess, going to be kind of their main focus, is kind of doing faction by faction. We're seeing a lot of armors, helmets, and weapons all being added into the game. Some of the really awesome assets, lots of shields, lots of swords, and they've actually got a pretty like healthy amount of armors already in the game that have been made, which is super nice. You guys, again, you'll see some of these awesome looking high detail armors look incredible, right? The sigils on the front look amazing, the helmets are very cool, and if we continue to go down, you'll obviously see more and more stuff. Not only that, though, we do have a ton of magic. Obviously, magic is a major thing in the world of Elder Scrolls, whether you're a powerful mage or you're just using, you know, enhanced magic to enhance your melee capability. All this stuff is going to play a big role in the mod. And you actually have a couple videos of seeing what they've currently got. Now, this is one of the older animations, and you can kind of see the basic kind of ones, just being able to throw off these effects. Another one right here, you'll see a bit more of the particle effects up close and personal, and they look really good. But keep in mind, these videos we're watching right now were actually made like a couple months ago, and the newer ones are, you know, much improved as well. So again, we got some of the fire spells, and again, the model will go and take a look at this, and that looks awesome, right? Just seeing it collide towards your enemies. I'm sure there's oh my god, it's got a skull on the front as well. That is so cool. Yeah, really nice stuff. And I'm sure many of these kind of custom things are going to really come into play. Like, I imagine a lot of the magic damage is going to depend on your armor types and what type of soldiers you have on the battlefield. Again, you can see another lightning spell here, and honestly, they do just look really cool. Like, they've done a great job with a lot of the magic effects. We'll get on to some more in a second. Right here, you can see again a soldier on the move, marching around all rigged up and ready to go. Then, of course, as we continue on down, you'll be able to see more of the weapons and armors again, which honestly, again, they've like really improved since the beginning. As we kind of go through their history, you really start to see a lot more of the improvements coming in. And then here you go, we've got some more work in progress spells, which you guys can take a look at right here. And you can already start to see like the improvements done. You can see like the mana value again. All this UI is work in progress. We got some flaming skulls right there being thrown. And already this is like a huge improvement on the assets and the particle effects. Yeah, it's all great, right? This is another really cool one. We've got like a meteor strike, so this is actually stuff coming down from the sky. So you can see him unleashing that with his weapon, and that comes down. Yeah, imagine that dropping down on the AI. It would absolutely demolish them. It also kind of comes in, but it does drain your mana as you do continue to do this. This was one of the things I really like as well. This was a firestorm magic ability as well. So again, look at that. And being able just to spam this again, a lot of the balancing between how much you can do this is just obviously testing the particle effects. But, you know, if you're a strong enough mage in the world, you can literally just rain hellfire down on your enemies. And then we move on to some of the magical staff stuff. So again, obviously wielding a staff is going to be powerful. So you can see the staffs are also going to have their abilities to fire off. Again, the animations for reloading, still not in. But yeah, you can see some really cool stuff. And then here we have our final staff animation, and this was a bit more recent. Again, you can see the powerfulness of just shooting a lightning bolt at the looters as they kind of progress themselves a little bit closer, and you kind of see the balancing there. And then finally, we have the most recent assets right here, which are actually made by one of the guys who are working on the Eagle Rising mod. So again, they're sharing kind of assets and helping out one another, which is great. And again, this stuff is just so high detail, looks incredible. I can't wait to see it actually on the battlefield. And then finally, we have a look at the work in progress map. So at the moment, this is just being sculpted. It's not done yet, and I think it's still very much, work in progress. But you can kind of see the errors they're going for. But there's literally everything you could possibly want on the map, and I'm very excited to see this come to life. Hopefully, it's just as beautiful as the Crusader Kings 3 Elder Scrolls map, because that thing looks absolutely amazing, and I'm really hoping that they can do it justice. And I think as well, with the new AI improvements in the most recent Bannerlord patch, I believe they've actually got way more abilities to kind of improve how the AI actually attempts to mess around on a map like this. I know previously, like maps like Realm of Thrones was just really hard for the AI to comprehend what to actually do on it. But I think as the patches have developed, the AI's kind of got a lot better at just kind of moving from one side of the map to the other. So yeah, hopefully they can go ahead and improve that, and the map is just fully functional. Of course, I assume we're going to have naval travel as well to get onto the island of the elves in the bottom left hand side, and there's lots of like lakes and large bodies of water. So again, playing like as a pirate elf could be really cool. And honestly, I really hope, all the different races will have like really good abilities and stuff depending on where you pick from. Because again, Skyrim and Elder Scrolls are very much renowned for all the different types of races. So again, I think we could really see that portrayed actually in the Bannerlord mod. So that's going to do it. Again, this was more so just a video to let you guys know that this mod does exist, because I've recently put a community post up and a lot of people were like, wow, I didn't even know that this was being made. So I thought I'd go ahead and make a video and kind of show off some of the new assets, and also leave a link to their Discord so that people can check it out and see a bit more about it. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this and want to see me maybe cover more of this mod when it does get more developed, and I think one of the modders actually on it said that they were happy to give me like an armor pack later on down the line I can mess around with, which would be kind of cool for a video. If somebody kind of like edited some troops or some battles or something, that would be kind of dope. And again, like hopefully they add in custom maps and stuff as well, obviously later on down the line. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure some people will be like, oh, I can't wait for my grandkids to play this. But, keep in mind, these people are doing this completely free in their spare time, and they're already making great progress. So, and again, modding isn't like it used to be, like you're back in Warband, where things weren't that complicated, like the differences between Armours back then and Armours right now, I'm sure they take a lot longer to do, and just the whole process is a lot longer because of the quality and what we're actually utilizing. So, definitely don't go in with that negative opinion. Just be excited that this is being made and people are spending their free time to create something like this. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, drop a comment, check out the Discord, and I'll see you guys in the next one.